Hey everyone, I'm rather incoherent. I'm taking one last look at our big sprawling base because it's just about time to call it quits. We've made everything there is to make, we've ordered a lot of shit off Amazon before they finally stopped delivering to us for whatever reason. And that's fine, because we have our own way off the planet at this point. We don't need to hitch a ride with a UPS truck or anything. We got a second prawn suit just for speed trials, which I've done between videos. It'll take a bit to edit, but I'll have that up soon. Spoiler, Super Seaglide is basically still the fastest thing in the game. However, if you're really, really good at it, then the upgraded prawn suit grappling arms can outspeed it. It's just really hard to do, unlike the Super Seaglide. Before I leave though, there are two things I would like to do. As you can see, we really haven't explored the mountains that much, or the dunes, and the crags don't really count, they're barely a biome, but the crash zone we have basically not gone into at all. I'd like to hit all four of those biomes at least a little bit today. And there are also three other objectives we have. There's an alien caches around. There is one around here in the sparse reef, there's one up here in the dunes, and another up here in the blood kelp. And we're gonna go grab all three of those while we make our radar on the map, visit the last biomes that we never really went to, and say farewell to planet, what is it, 4546B? That sounds right to me. Something I do want to mention quickly though, is my time trials had a serious problem. That, just now it happened. There's a massive frame rate drop that just happens every 30 seconds to 2 minutes, it just happens, I don't know why. I don't know if it happens everywhere or only near my base. I don't know if it's because of FCS Studios or the 1,000 items inside of the storage locker or some other mod. However, I do know that by turning off basically all my mods and dropping my settings to minimum, I have no issues with pop-in or load times whatsoever, and it's kind of amazing. So next time I play Subnautica, I'm going to figure out what's causing my performance issues, and I'm going to make sure that it's off, because it's really nice to be able to play the game completely smoothly, and I didn't realize how much I was dealing with hiccups until I was trying to speedrun the prawn suit. Just like that, again, as I was turning the Seamoth, just a hard frame drop for about 1/4 seconds. Now, our first goal is going to be this wreck. It's not too far away from Sea Treader's Cave. I'm not entirely sure where any of these are. I just have vague ideas of what biomes they're in. They're all in the northwest half of the map in Sparse Reef and Dunes and Blood Kelp. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. I was trying to use sonar, but I was thinking so much about the possibility of a Gulper Leviathan actually being here that I just pressed the Leviathan button instead. But I'll see you as we're approaching the alien cache, or as the Gulper finds me, whichever comes first. Is that it? I know it's in a cave around here somewhere. I was just about to say I don't know where it is as I turned and saw this. I believe this is actually the place I'm looking for. It's appropriately well hidden, turning out to be vast. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything, and also I'm realizing I forgot to bring my purple tablets anyway, but I would like to confirm if this is the location I'm looking for or not. It appears to be a random cave with a couple of twist deals in it. Not sure where you came from, buddy. Oh wait, does it curve around here? It does, that's really well hidden. Now it's just a shame that I didn't actually bring my purple tablets with me. I'll see you in a second. And just like that, we're back. Only a few seconds for you. You don't have to deal with my incompetence and watch me do all this. I actually don't know what happened to all my purple cubes. Not my purple cubes, my purple tablets. I had to make 3 new ones. I can only assume that I threw all my tablets in the garbage as soon as I realized I was done with alien facilities and I forgot I needed them for this. Legitimately had no idea where they are. But it's fine, we can just make new ones out of ion cubes and diamonds. I guess it's not safe to be here, I'll go get back in my Seamoth. If you were paying attention in the brief second my inventory was open, you will have seen that I'm carrying more first aid kits than you could ever possibly need because I'm kind of expecting this to get a little bit rough as we go deeper. Now where's my Seamoth again? I've gotten very disoriented. Wait, seriously, where is my Seamoth? Over here, cool. I'm gonna be honest, Alien Sanctuary Alpha seems to say a whole lot of nothing. It basically says it could mean a lot of things and shrugs its shoulder as to how the Alien Sanctuary is constructed and what its purpose was. Now, this was the easy one. The next two are gonna suck, because the next two are like, yeah, I stopped going this direction. That's not a good sign. However, since warpers are no longer a threat, I can actually probably explore these biomes that felt off limits before. Now what I want to do is go like all the way to this edge of the Mushroom Forest, so I'll turn on this light pod beacon and I'll see you at the northern edge of Mushroom Forest. I think there's no safe biome in the game that feels less safe than this particular spot in the Mushroom Forest. Because coming to this edge To your left, you've got the dunes, just a drop off into the flat expanse of the dunes. Okay, so to your right, the crab squid may have already given it away. We have a drop off into the deep, dark blood kelp. Like, yes, this is technically safe, but it feels like a Leviathan can just swing by and kill you at any time. Frame drops still happening, so it's not related to proximity to my base, which makes me think it's just a mod behaving poorly. It could be FCS because of all the stuff that's constantly active, like teleportation. It's hard to say. I will troubleshoot that and have an answer for you relatively soon. Not this episode, but probably next one. Alright, I think it's just in this crater. I thought there'd be like less obvious answers. I think there's a cave system in this crater. But I was originally gonna say, yeah, I can see it glowing from here actually. I know you're nearby. Whatever, I can't see him. However, looking for him, I disoriented myself and lost the entrance. Here we go. When I said next episode a second ago, what I mean by that is I am very likely going to be posting a little bit of Subnautica stuff. Oh, I still have Super Seaglide. Whoops. Not too beat up about it, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm very likely to have a couple of random one-off episodes where I talk about the fastest modes of travel and the mod setup that I'm using. And in the mod setup video, I will go ahead and figure out what mod is causing this issue, review all the mods I'm using, post links to them, and all that jazz. Because, man, if I were recommending this to someone else and I had to have, like, this... Excuse me? Is there a Reaper under the ground? What? I'm leaving. Absolutely fuck whatever that was. I'm just gonna back into my hidey hole and check my data log. It hit me while I was in my data log, but... Oh. Stupid sand shark, you're scaring the shit out of me. You're not actually a problem at all, you're just spooky. So this one doesn't explicitly say it very clearly, but once you read through it, it becomes clear that it's talking about the aliens being able to get rid of their body and become digital or robotic entities in some context. Or some capacity, rather. Now, from this nightmare, we need to head into this nightmare. I don't actually know where, I'm gonna be honest. Based on how easy this one was to find, I'm gonna hope the next one is just as easy and we're just gonna go for it. Also, how close to getting bit am I? He's very loud, but I still don't know where he is. The dunes feels incredibly spooky. Like, I get the same sort of unease in the sparse reef that I do here, even though there are no leviathans. Just because it's just like... this massive open expanse of nothing. And I don't know why it's like that, and it makes me deeply uncomfortable. Alright, and then we went deeper. Honestly, I don't know what I'm so afraid of. Without the warpers, I should just be fine, right? What could possibly hurt me down here? I mean, I guess he could hurt me, right? He is kind of large. Hey, buddy. I hope you're okay. I think that's the blood kelp entrance. It can't be, because there's not a beacon. I mean, it sure looks like the blood kelp entrance. The alternative is it's the cave I'm looking for. Stop that. I'm gonna hide in Lost River and you can't stop me. This has to be Lost River. I think I saw a bonefish as well. Yeah, so... is my beacon just, like, really off base, or is it turned off or something? Oh, I just turned them off. Joke's on me. That's one way to confuse myself deeply. Okay, so looking back at this... I know it's very deep. Like, I know it's greater than 500 meters. Which is why I immediately went down to the bottom of this area looking for it. But I don't think it's right here in front of Lost River. I think this is wrong. Yeah, this is actually too shallow. Which is an awkward thing to be saying about, like, being surrounded by twisteals and leviathans at the bottom of the ocean. but we are actually just straight up not deep enough. That is a very pretty biome when you're not distracted by all of the death. Also, some of the best tracks in the game for this place. Even the god-awful heartbeat track is just like so appropriate for what's going on. He's still right behind me. Nothing around here even seems like it could be deep enough to be the cave. That's dead zone. We don't want to go over there. That is definitively not the right way. And the gulper appears to have given up a little bit? Weird. Oh, no, there he is. I'm gonna dive back into this area, but I mean, I just feel like there isn't a cave here. Like, there's the Lost River entrance and that's sort of it. I definitely haven't skirted the entirety of this area. There's a way that it could go down. Could you not, though? Oh, wait, that's a cave, maybe. This is the Lost River, again. But this is what I was talking about. I think it is a cave, but, like, only very technically. I don't think this is actually helpful to me. Does this go down to the Lost River or stop immediately? Because those would be very likely outcomes. Grumble, grumble. So I've got a map open, and it says it should be roughly around here. I've got no idea how, but we're gonna figure it out together. Hey, dude, can you not? I'm busy. No. My opinions on the Leviathans have changed very dramatically after getting the full Seaworld upgrades. Like, this actually feels much safer than a PrawnSuit because I can just tell the Leviathans to leave me alone. It's also just much easier to move around when you're being chased. It really feels like it should be right here and it's missed it, but that doesn't appear to be the case. God, I don't remember this one at all. Alright, I've watched the video. Apparently there are small alien pillars around that lead me in the right direction, and I am 100% in the right area trying to find it. Or at least I think I am. It looks similar. He comes at this from a very different direction. The point that I'm just going to try to get up and figure out where the hell I am. God, it's so much stuff. Okay. So I need to be swimming around looking for alien pillars. That's really just like my only priority right now. That's a lot of twist steel though, isn't it? My battery's actually almost out. That's not good. Unfortunately, I've come to the conclusion that I do have to just go back to base and build an ion power cell for this, because I'm going to run out of power pinging trying to find it. So having taken a quick look at my map, I would actually say that I've explored the dunes. I've made 3 different excursions decently far into the dunes so far. And at this point, I would definitely say that I've explored the blood kelp as well. So the floating islands, the mountains, and the crash site are the 3 biomes that I want to go through after this. And it turns out that this place is really easy to find. My memory was right, it is near the life pod, but it's not precisely in the same hole as the life pod. Once we get down to the life pod, we're going to head north-northwest from it into a slightly different crater. And that should be where the cave is. At the very least, it should let us start seeing the pillars that will take us in the right direction. Yeah, over to here. Over this little wall and into the next area, I believe, is where the pillars are. Yeah, there it is. Now, I don't think it's immediately here, but this does put us on the right track, at least. Could you not, man? I'm doing research, I'm finding alien civilizations. Just stop. It doesn't gotta be like this. Alright, I don't think the gulper can possibly make it in here with me, right? Surely this is safe. That's what I thought last time, and then the Reaper just came through the floor, right? I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky that my Seamoth hasn't been clipped out of bounds already. But this is our third and final alien cache. Holy shit! You need to stop. That is so fucking far from okay. Oh my god. De-Extinction really is something else, isn't it? Let's just go. We don't need to be here. I'll read the data log some other time. We're gonna go to the mountains where it's relatively safe. That is a joke, the mountains are probably worse. Where am I? It's just like sheer cliff face above me. You know, it'd be more scary to go up like this if I didn't already know there were Leviathans behind me. Because now it's been recontextualized. Now I'm going towards freedom and safety, because there can't possibly be anything behind me, or sorry, ahead of me that's worse than what's behind me. The weird thing about the floating islands, they kind of just like, they're gonna be hard to find by definition because they're not on the ground. With every other deep biome, it's like, oh yeah, go down, you're there. But specifically the floating islands are, like, there's one right there, here's another one. They're floating above the blood kelp, and it's all sort of a mixed up, mashed up mess. Also, the gulpers are just so aggressive. Like, they do not stop. Do I have two on me? I think it was just the one. Good. Ah, good. The floating islands are using the heartbeat song. Thank you. Why is this place so terrible? I take it back. I want to go back down my cliff. Can we call it explored and go home now? This sort of sucks. Is that another one in the distance, or is that just a twist deals? Alright, I think all the bad people are behind me, at least. Nope, there's one directly in front of me. This place sucks. Like, it is just full on the worst. How does it sound like it's still behind me? I'm weaving and diving in and out of obstacles. I don't know what these floating rocks are about. Is that another one? Alright, consider it explored. We're leaving. I'm done. I don't know how many gulpers that was. I think it's 4 separate gulper spawns in the region. It's possible somebody moved around and got me confused. And a ghost leviathan. And there's nothing in there except bone sharks and giant bone sharks. So I'm good. I'm calling that explored. I'll check the map when I feel safe. I'm honestly surprised it's not directly behind me. What? Am I actually not being chased? I don't buy it. Gulpers are huge dickheads. Oh my god, I'm actually not being chased out? No, I'm being chased out. They were just trying to lull me into a false sense of security. You thought you had me. Idiot. Stop that. Anyway, we're going south because this place sucks. Man. What a terrible biome. Fuck that place. I don't think it's possible for a biome to be more inhospitable than that. Like, at worst, the crash zone and mountains are the same, right? Speaking of the mountains, though, I'm kind of moving away from them and not towards them, so we should head back. And yeah, I can confidently say we did this wreck, actually. Guy! Come on! You just gotta stop, man. Like I was saying, their aggression radius is just insane. They never give up. So yeah, I feel like I've done the floating islands and the blood kelp. Let's go give a gander to the mountains. With sonar and a pretty clear understanding of where in the world I'm at and how safe I am. It's gonna freak me out, it's gonna be spooky, they're gonna scream a lot, but I don't really think there's any chance of me dying this time. I should have bought a scanner room so I could try to find the missing cuttlefish. But I'm reasonably confident that we'll have despawned or clipped through the ground ages ago. And this place was just like suicidally unsafe until we got the warpers to stop being aggressive to us. Alright, that's the Mushroom Forest edge. So this is like Reaper Central then, right? Oh no, we're not quite where I thought I was. I love the ion power cell in this. I feel like I can just scan forever. I don't have to worry about running out of power anymore. It's just nice. Wow, this part of the mountains is so much more chill than the part that I was in. Like, I'm actually not seeing the Leviathans, and it's making me nervous. Yeah, see, he's around. He's somewhere. That's fine. There he is. He's a spooky guy. I'm actually only seeing the one Reaper that always hangs out here. This isn't the wreck I thought it was. There's a wreck like against the island somewhere. And apparently I'm not remembering its location very well. I'm not gonna scan anything here because like there could be a Cyclops upgrade that I don't have that is actually possible. But counterpoint, I don't care at all. Huh. No one's going for me. I can get this safely? Are you kidding me? That's the craziest thing I've heard all day. Okay, good, thank you. I was starting to wonder what was going on here. So, huh. Where's the rock armory? I remember one that's like against it. You spooked me good, guy. Oh. Alright, let's head into the northeast. This place is gonna suck a lot worse. Why are there so many Leviathans in this area? Like, this is an actual dead-end nothing zone. I feel like I was being attacked by everything over here. Maybe it's just like the one Reaper and then the Gulper from the other biome, and I was between them in DeathRun settings, got them both aggroed. Alright, there's at least one Reaper. Here's another wreck, actually. There's more wrecks in the mountains than I was expecting. Is that grappling arms? That is grappling arms. So there's a reason to come here. I don't know if it's a good one. Oh hey, it's the Sea Emperors! They're growing up! I completely forgot they did this, so they usually leave shortly after hatching them. Look at him! He's big now! You don't want to be around here though, dude. There's like Gulpers over there, and Reapers behind me. I don't know if it's actually safe for you here, man. Are you not friends with me anymore? I don't feel particularly friend-like at the moment. He's actually quite large. But I'm gonna leave. I think finding the Sea Emperor babies... Actually, they might have new scans. Shit. It's nothing personal, kid. I just need to scan you. Oh, shit. I'm not safe anymore. Alright, where is the glowy baby? Don't you dare. Oh shit, where's my sea moth? He's gonna fucking spam around until he hits it and kills me. Alright, switch to the laser rifle. I just want to get out in front of him and shoot him in the head. I'm a terrible friend. Alright, you, come here. I need to know if you can be scanned, because I've never even attempted to scan you. Alright, this makes me so nervous. There are like two different Reapers around. Alright, the Gulper's way down there. God, come back here. Jesus Christ, how dare you. Fuck it. I've never scanned one of you, I guess. Yeah, spook spell. There's nothing you can do to me, I've already lost. Alright, I'll see you guys back in the base. There will be no Sea Moth number 6, we're done. What makes me super sad about it is I just misremembered how the game works. Because I thought that if I had my laser gun, my stasis rifle equipped when I got out of the Seamoth, it would still be equipped when I got out, and that was incorrect. And me fumbling with my hotkeys what caused like the slight delay that let him get away. Grumble, grumble. Also, I've been assuming that I was actually able to, like, if I just healed it a little bit while it was being shaken, that would be enough to keep it to survive. Evidently not. Evidently, I have to, like, try to get into it and hit the stasis button. But every time I've ever tried to do that, what's happened consistently is that I open the control panel and then we both die. What kind of pleb swims back? I just forgot that this mod is still installed. It's broken a little bit, but I can still use the teleporter feature. That's so much better. Alright, so at the very least, my goal is to do a trek around the Aurora before I leave. So, let's get going. Oh, that was a terrible start. Let's try that again. I know I can do much better than that. Well, we'll get there eventually. Miserable. Hey, we're finally moving halfway decently. Not for long, though. It's just so hard to move around consistently with this thing. It looks like he finally got a decent pull, though. Ah, I caught fish. The fact that the grappling hook hands can grab fish is the biggest troll in this whole game. Also, that's what I mean when I say the frame drops make it so hard to do this correctly. Like, it'll stutter, and I'll just be like, I hope my grappling hooks are going where I wanted them to. I'm not really sure what's happening anymore, and then I'll just be slamming into something. Oh, hey, look where we are. We got here so fast. It's like this thing can compete with the Super Seaglide or something. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? You know, this is gonna be a bit of a hassle. I can't move quickly if you're throwing me around. I'm just gonna wait it out. Thanks. Man, it's dark in here. Does this thing have lights? I want my Seamoth back. I have to go build a new Seamoth. I can't see anything. What's even the point of exploring this? I'm completely blind over here. All I know is shit sucks. Fine, I'll build Seamoth number 6. No, leave me alone. I got so much better at prawn suit grappling from doing that stupid time trial video. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. I'm having some trouble rendering it. My renderer tries to render 4-way split screen and it goes from I'll be done in 5 minutes to maybe in 7 hours. I'm not really sure what you want me to do. Sorry, Grand Glider, I need to go back down. Oh, damn. Well, this just feels cruel and pointless. Alright, folks, we have the 6th Seamoth. It's ready, let's go. We're gonna go back to the crash site. Because it turns out that even though the prawn suit's fast, you literally can't see anything without headlights and sonar. I gotta sort my hotkeys again. Alright, this time we're gonna go exploring around the crash site and we're actually gonna be able to see what we're doing. There's a reason they never sent out any blind explorers to do their jobs at night. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Without the sonar, it's like, I couldn't even appreciate where I was. Like, this is just pure murk. You can't even really understand how huge the ship is without sonar. And dear God, is it big. Stop that. I don't have an ion battery anymore. Stop that. There do be kind of a lot of Reapers around, though. I'm sure I can find a spot to heal. And I don't think I'll run out of battery. It doesn't even feel like I'm moving. It's so slow. This area is so big. Stop that. I'm not a chew toy. Please leave me alone. How many Reapers are even around? Well, at least one, that's for sure. I think it's just 2. It might be 3. Wherever I'm going can't possibly be much worse. Which I think counts as an upside. I'm not sure yet. I'm feeling better away from the ship, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. What's behind me? It's more about what's over here, I think. Yeah, there's at least 2 Reapers. Wait, there's also the mesas. I haven't ever been to these. I've only just seen on the wiki that the mesas exist. Let's go check one out. Let's go see what these are about. Because in the crash site, there are these little plateaus covered in various flora and fauna. And like, yeah, you don't want to go to them because, you know, obvious reasons. But they're here. Look at this. There's grass on top of a plateau. It's neat. There's a bunch of gasopods because the Reapers have to eat something. I just saw the school of grand gliders and couldn't tell what I was looking at and freaked out a little bit. Okay. Ow. I just want to fix this up and check my map for a bit. Get a feeling of what's going on around me. Maybe eat some food. May as well stay topped off all the time. Now, checking my map, we've gone way to the south. We're wildly off course of our original goal of tracing the Aurora. Trying to find the bone sharks that are planning on attacking me. That one. Okay, so we need to head back north because we're just like nowhere even near the ship at this point. We're going off pretty close to the void. Hi there. That's why you don't come here. There's like literally nothing harvestable on these mesas, but there are quite a lot of super predators around. And even normal predators. It's not like anyone likes the bone sharks to begin with. No, it's a little bit weird. There aren't any major wrecks really around. Like, yeah, there's lots of pieces of the Aurora, and there's the Aurora itself, which you could classify as a major wreck, obviously. But, there's really nothing scavengeable. It's just a lot of metal. Is that an actual wreck? I think it might have been. That could also just be the ship itself. It seems pretty big. I think it's just the ship itself. I think I got way more off course than I realized. Yeah, that's actually the ship. Later, buddy. You're very terrifying. God, the world is so big. This is one of the few biomes where it's just like deeply alarmingly empty. And it lets you see things like that. That's super fun. He probably hasn't seen me. No, that's not him noticing me. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, maybe it wasn't. All right, you do you, King. And yeah, still just like an alarming lack of wrecks. It's a surprisingly empty biome. I mean, empty except for the obvious thing. There's quite a lot of Leviathan-class predators. And that's not great. But except for that, it's mostly just sort of nothing. Have I circled around to the front? No, I've actually started veering away from it because I'm not at the exact same angle as it. I've been veering off of this cliff. Buddy, you shouldn't be going into the ground like that. You're gonna get stuck into the ground forever. Bye. I don't like that you can just swim into the ground. Who knew that Reapers and sand sharks were such close relatives? Yeah, he's still there. He's kind of stuck. Okay, I'm finally circling around to the front of this thing. Oh, that's uncomfortable. He has this stuff like that. You're going straight down a sheer face, who knows what's at the bottom? Oh, it's a giant predator. And even though I'm immune to it, like we've seen how many sea moss I've lost, I'm not really immune to it. Oh, come on. Leave me be. We both know you're not doing anything. I'm not getting out the scan. I'm fine. Although they could, like, smash me into some geometry and destroy me instantly with physics. I'm not gonna write that off as a non-possibility. How many Reapers are in this biome? I mean, honestly, it's ridiculous. But But with this final turn, I can safely say that we've done at least a decent shot at exploring every biome. Have we painted the map? No, because that's tedious nonsense that doesn't actually matter. We've done pretty much everything there is to do that. We have a very close to complete garden, a very close to complete scan log. We've seen every major thing there is to see in the game, I believe. And I think all that's left is to get out of here. Because we are back where we're used to being. We're on the correct side of the Aurora, and you can see my rocket in the distance. I suppose there's no reason not to jam out with my cuttlefish one last time as I craft the plasteel I'll be leaving in my time capsule. You know what? I basically never play with you, dude. Oh my god, there's a say farewell button? No! I gotta go, little guy. You're the only one that actually liked me. Everyone else tried to run away multiple times. I guess I'll make 2 titanium and 2 plasteel. I don't know what phase in the game they'll be in. They might see the plasteel and be like, shit, I just need a titanium. If they need plasteel, they can probably find some lithium on their own. No, I've got 2 plasteel, 2 titanium, and Aurora and George, but oh wait, look at that. It's a second Aurora and George. These are far more important than all the ingots I'll be giving them. And I'll say bye to you guys too, even though I'm pretty sure you all hate me. Tell your bros that I'm leaving. I see one over there in the background. I don't know where the third guy is. But, I think I gotta go. It's been fun, but Amazon won't deliver here anymore, so I'm not gonna be staying on this planet. The moment they were like, sorry, we can't offer you Prime, you live underwater in a nightmare abandoned plague world, I was like, ah, shit, I guess I'll come home. So, it's been fun, guys. Take care of the base for me. And since you can't drive these, I think I'll bring them up to see me off. Alright folks, unlike many rocket launches, as we board the Homeward Bound, we're gonna have an audience. I've got all my vehicles up here to watch us go. And it's a sad farewell, because were it not for Amazon's refusal to deliver it to this planet any further, I'd probably just not leave. But I can't really live without proper speakers, so I mean, what alternative do I have? Now, I don't recall entirely what all you have to do to power this thing on.
Auxiliary power unit online. Communications systems array active. Pressurizing hydraulics.
I like that it has storage. I can put all my first aid kits and fish and water bottles in here. I just don't have to carry them in my pockets all the way back to Earth or wherever we're from. Now I've got some very important preparations before we actually leave. First, let's set a time capsule. Oh, there's only 6 items. I could have sworn that there were 8. Well, in that case, you're getting 2 copies of Arcade George, 2 Aurora miniatures, and 2 titanium ingots. I just took this image. I have a full widescreen sweep of my base. That's what we'll be using. I feel like this is the message I want to leave. Don't sweat the little things, or the big ones for that matter. Just rebuild your Seamoth and move on. It feels like a good description of this campaign, of this playthrough. Yeah, I'm done. That's everything. Is it just saved? If I click it again, is all that information saved? It didn't feel like I saved anything. Alright, cool, it's ready. In a moment that I can only describe as tragically apropos to the entire playthrough, the jukebox that I've installed inside the cockpit shuttle does not work. Let's get out of this planet and go somewhere that audio systems and Amazon actually work on.
Primary computer systems active.
And also, let's rip out all this garbage. I don't want to have to look at it the whole ride home. Activate life support, and we're out of here. It's been a good run. I wish my cuttlefish hadn't been so cursed, and I wish my audio systems work, and I wish Amazon still delivered to my house.
Systems are go for liftoff.
Took 15 relatively pointless deaths and around 33 hours of gameplay. That was some solid math. 35 hours of gameplay. I definitely really like most of the mods I've had installed. I have some gripes with whichever one causes the performance issue I'm experiencing.
5.
But honestly, they've vastly improved the game and I had a really good experience with them. De-Extinction and DeathRun, even though De-Extinction's bugged and duplicates enemies, I'd highly recommend to anyone just to make the game scary again. Because even by the end of it, I was only feeling safe because I was in the, like, sonar zappy Seamoth. I still felt terrified in all other circumstances and like I wasn't really in control. There are several biomes I just didn't feel like I could really do anything in.
Approaching orbital debris.
I am looking forward to doing another run someday, focusing more on base building, not really caring at all about exploring the world, and playing with full DeathRun settings where everything's way harder.
Clear.
But for now, I'm done with Subnautica for a little bit. I will go play Below Zero once mods work in that game. But for now, Below Zero is kind of broken. 2.0's come out and mods haven't been updated yet. As soon as mods have been updated and I'm actually able to play with mods on 2.0, I'll be playing a Below Zero run similar to this one. I think Below Zero will be a lot more fun the second time through with scarier enemies and less time spent on lands.
In 3, 2, 1.
But for now, I'm done. We'll be moving on to our next project soon, whatever that is. And I really enjoyed Subnautica. I hope you have too. If you did, then like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really helps the channel out. And if you want to support me on Patreon, I wouldn't mind.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
In the most appropriate possible ending, our game crashed rather than playing the final cutscene. I'm still gonna count that as a win though.